People are hurting. You stop and you look around, people are hurting. Family, friends that you're with right now, you're getting ready to spend time with, are hurting. Or if we're honest, we ourselves, we're hurting on the inside. And although it's the holiday season and it's supposed to be a time of joy and celebration, there are folks around us, or we ourselves are grieving, or we're feeling confused, we're angry or bitter, we're feeling hopeless. And we could be surrounded by people having a blast, and we're not able to experience that joy in those moments because we still feel isolated and alone within. And we're annoyed by someone else's season's greetings because we don't have the same joy. We can't tap into that same joy that they seem to have. And we become discouraged. And discouragement is debilitating because it leads us to doubt whether or not we have purpose, whether or not we have any worth being here. It damages our mental well-being. We start to question whether or not people around us actually care, because they can't see me in my despair. So how can they really care? Because they don't know what I'm going through on the inside. And so people are snapping. I've had conversations over the last couple of weeks, too many for comfort, with someone or about someone who is contemplating taking their own life. And the ages range from 15 to 50. So none of us are immune to it. For someone, it's because the job is making cutbacks and they don't know if they'll have a job going into the new year. Another person has a loved one in the hospital fighting for their life after a vehicle accident. Someone else has a family in hospice and they know they don't have that much time left. Some people have experienced financial setback and ruins like they never experienced before, and they don't know how to cope with it. Someone else has a teen who's actually attempted to take their life. And now the mom, the dad, the sisters and the brothers and that individual are trying to pick the pieces back up and figure out how to get through that difficult time. Someone that had to drop out of school because of the resources and they feel like a failure. Someone else has experienced hurt at the hand of somebody who that they trusted, who said that they would be there, that they would protect them and take care of them, and they didn't. Someone else was feeling alone because they're spending Christmas by themselves because the marriage didn't work out, and they don't have that spouse with them anymore, and they don't have their kids with them anymore because they're in a separate place having Christmas. And so now they're feeling like a failure. And so people feel like their lives are in chaos in what is supposed to be a happy, joyous time of the year, and is leading to anxiety and depression and addictions and other reckless behavior as we try to numb ourselves from the pain and that hopelessness that we're feeling. And I want to help someone with this story. It's a story in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, and there's this storm that's going on, and some of Jesus' disciples are on a boat and this storm is going on. It's actually the story when Peter, if you know it, walks on the water. But I want to talk about this storm and this chaos that is going on because they feel like they're going to drown. They feel like they're going to sink. And all of a sudden, Jesus shows up walking on the water. And the first thing that he does to them in the midst of this chaos is he tells them to not be afraid, to be of good cheer. So what he does is he speaks to the condition of their heart. He tries to encourage them. He doesn't stop the storm. He doesn't speak to the storm at this point. He just simply tells them to be of good cheer. And so if you are feeling discouraged, or if there's someone around you who you notice have slipped into this state of discouragement and despair, maybe if we are listening and if we are focused, we can help them. Some of the things we can do is simply listen attentively. Validate their feelings. Let them know it's okay to feel how they're feeling. Encourage self-compassion. Encourage them to be kind to themselves. Help them explore the source of the discouragement. Offer help. Let them know that they will not be alone, that you will be there with them. And if they need to, seek professional help. But simply try to encourage them, because discouragement is a major tool of the enemy, of the person and the things that are warring against us and our progress and our ability to be well and live a prosperous life and thrive. So look around you, look at your family, your friends, your neighbors, maybe even co-workers. Be present for them. Give them a ear, give them a shoulder, give them a safe, non-judgmental place to be themselves and express how they're feeling, and then try and help them cope with that discouragement and that despair that they are in. You might be the reason that someone makes it through this time, this difficult time, in a better place, in a better state, because you simply stopped to listen. You noticed the signs and you were there for them. So let's be mindful of ourselves. Let's be mindful of others and the mental and emotional state that we may be in during this time as we're celebrating and we're going into this new year. We want everybody around us, our family, friends, and loved ones, to go into this new year as healthy and as strong and the best version of themselves that they can be.